Just want to welcome you first of all to my new shed. This is a lot better. My mate rented it and I phoned him up. I used to do a little bit of work for him. I used to help him with his combine and everything. He sold it now, Alexa. And I rebuilt it for him, and I just rang him up and said, because my band's collapsing up at Loughborough, and I thought there's got to come a point where I find something else, you know. Unfortunately, because I've got a little bit of like, I know a few people in agriculture, you know, stuff comes up. And then, yeah, he said, got this you can share with me. So, you know, all good really. I'm thinking of keeping that one up north, just as a standby, you know. It's extra money, but I think for what it's worth, you know, a little bit of extra money, you know, it's worth keeping it just there as a, you know, just something to fall back on if I need. But then, yeah, you got this. Just pointing out these two old masses. Quite a nice old 590 four-wheel drive. And a little 168. This Bamford trailer, I'm hoping, I haven't spoken to him yet, but maybe we can get my gleaner, my shortback gleaner there, get that to the local show at Blakesley, and hoping to get that one up there, the Model C up there, and get him to bring his little 168 and that trailer, and we'll be going then, you know. That'd be a nice little thing to sit. I really enjoy that. Me on that one, Luke on the C, one of Stuart's lads on that, cutting loads of grain. Yeah, I think I would certainly really enjoy to see that, and I'm sure that they will enjoy seeing that as well, the people who visit the show. So yeah, see you in a minute. There you go. I mentioned just a minute ago, I forgot to say, I meant that the bad news, obviously I had COVID and that was hideous. But I have a little bit of good news, because remember, those of you who watch my videos regularly will remember that my battery got crushed in the combine the other week, about a month ago. And I had a grease gun, good grease gun I've had for years. The battery actually, fortunately, thankfully it got crushed. And it wasn't all that good. It wasn't charging fully. When you charge it up, it was not reaching full charge, but it still worked. And I knew that there was going to come a point where I was going to have to buy a new one. And I forgot the sieves went in the back of the combine. I had a grease gun in, and I was greasing the straw walker bearings, the wooden bearings. I didn't even realise I'd done it. Took the combine for a drive up the field to put it in gear and let it run and see if everything was working and listen. And I had almighty crunch, you know, I was like, well, that's the slip clutch going somewhere. So I went and had a look, and sure enough, the grain auger slip clutch was going because the grease gun was crushed in there. Fortunately, the grease gun survived, but the battery didn't. I went to your local, like, hardware supplier, you know, like, and I just went in there just to get some bolts. And I see this box, that's my old one. This box was there with a Sealy grease gun. I think it's a Sealy. And it had two batteries with it. And I thought, right, they look the same as mine. So I tried them. And sure enough, I'll try that way. Hey! They work. And so I took them to the counter. I said, it was on offer, 50 quid. You know, my other one cost about 180 quid, that original gun, and it had come in one battery, but it's been a brilliant thing. You know, I've had that 5 or 6 years. I think. I've had it about 5 or 6 years, maybe more. And it's been a brilliant gun. I only charged it up about 6 or 7 times, but it's really good for using on a combine, because if you've got a grease combine in the morning before you start, the last thing you want to be farting around forever, and you want to just get on with it. You know, when you've got a pump gun, you had to hold it straight and pump it at the same time. Yeah, some of the greases on it, on the combines, ain't that straightforward to get the grease in. You've got to get them in the right position. But that's been, you know, grease gun, that electric grease gun, well, people might laugh and think it's a waste of time, but actually, when you're doing a combine, you know, it's real helpful. And anyway, I took this to the counter, and I was mentioned about the batteries. I said, oh, I'm mainly buying it because of the batteries. And he goes, oh, well, there's a couple more batteries there, you know, like spare ones, I try them. And they're a little bit lighter, they're probably not as good. But he chucked them in as well, so I've got 4 batteries. And I reinstated my old grease gun, I've got a new grease gun. So, yeah, looking good. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that anyway, because, you know, I did showed it the other day that I'd broken it. So, yeah, I'll see you later. Afternoon. I spent a good bit of time getting to grips with this one. Pretty much there. Got a couple of bolts to get, but I think that's about it. Just the grease gun just ran out of grease, but I just put a new sleeve in that. Just show you it working now. Hopefully it works all right. Little bit of a fuel leak back on it, so I had to keep bleeding the fuel, but we'll see. Right, make sure everything's all right. Right. I'm very pleased with this combine, you know. I'm glad I got this one, you know. I like all of the ones. Obviously, when I buy a combine, I obviously like it. I get offered quite a lot of combines. And occasionally I see one and I think, yeah, I want that. I had it when I got that one. Just walked in the shed and thought, yeah, I like that. That'd be good. It's a useful combine now. Yeah, this one is my favourite out of all of them, no doubt. It's just so smooth. You know, different things I like about all of them, but this one is just fits all of the things really. It's so quiet, it's just so smooth. There's no clattering about or nothing. You know, there's a lot of combines that just like that naturally. You know, the humpback Model A, the sort of like the later version of this. It's got a drum chain. It's quite noisy compared to this. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. Hopefully I'll just go a bit to my New Holland, have a look around that quick. I might have to come in the week because it's getting a bit late now. You know, took it easy today, to be honest, because it's you know, I've got a little bit of time in the week. I'll come after work a couple of nights, have a check around that one. But I've got a couple of hours left, and might get a Chinese on the way home maybe. Yeah, catch up with you again. You know, it won't be long. I keep saying it. It's been a bit longer than I thought, but yeah, I'll be harvesting soon. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.